Toilet tissue to the runway. Toiletries to the runway. Charmin to the runway. Angel Soft to the runway. Cat, 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 cat. Boom. So what? You guys don't have Andrex in America? How are you going to forget about Andrex like that? Man. Andrex to the runway. Cat, 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 cat. Boom. Listen, if you didn't actually watch Drag Race, then you're not going to understand that. But I hope you liked it anyway. I can't breathe. It's your girl Ayesha, and I am here dishing up another Drag Race lowdown. I hope that you're feeling good, feeling fine, and I hope that you are ready because, boy, this episode was a lot. There was a lot of things going on, and I don't even know how I'm going to really talk about everything. To be honest, I probably won't because we ain't got time. But what I can do is I can give you the best bits, the worst bits in a little mashup, and hopefully you can get the gist of what was going on. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. If you've missed any of my other episodes, then all you got to do is hit up the Drag Race Lowdown playlist where they are all stacked up nice and neatly for you. So grab yourself a cup of tea because this is probably going to be about 20 minutes long. So let's get down to business. So straight off the bat, we see that Brooklyn Heights and Vanjie are now officially Brangie. They are, you know, a bit of a thing, and they say that they're just getting to know each other. We know a hell of a lot more is going on behind those closed doors, but we'll be keeping our eyes firmly on those two. Do you know what? I'm rooting for them, you know, like I think this is really, really cute. We don't usually get to see any romances happen on Drag Race, but you know, I just hope that it's not too heartbreaking when one of them has to leave, or if one of them wins and like the other one doesn't. That could get a bit awkward. But then all of a sudden we see that Silky's saying about how her man left her, but she's working on another one. And then everyone was like, so who's your next man? She turns to Nina West, and all of a sudden it's all smoochy and, you know, lick a bit of tongue action. I'm like, what is going on? What is happening in the waters of Drag Race headquarters? Boy. I wonder who's going to be next. So, the mini challenge. Now, RuPaul has his own special doll that's been marketed, and she needs to have a BFF. So, the queens had to get into their own sort of version of a doll, and that was supposed to be RuPaul's BFF. Some interesting choices. They were joined by Trixie Mattel, and I'm not entirely sure what her purpose was for being there. I guess just because she's very sort of doll-like. So they just sort of like got her in there for a bit of colour, but she wasn't really needed. So people who stood out for me, Nina West, she turned herself into Gloria Freebush, who is like super duper feminist, you know, and she had pants that looked like a vagina. Okay. I liked Silky's Sticky Fingers Silky doll. She was rather flamboyant, and she had this cloak on that when you open it, it's just got like bags of crisps, some like fake jewelry, and like bootleg CDs in there. Basically, she was just ghetto as hell, and I was here for it. Akira cracked me up. She was basically like a prison doll, and like who apparently like killed people to be Rue's best friend, and apparently when you pulled her string, she like dragged a blade out of her wig, and she only had one arm. I'm just like, oh my gosh, why you gotta be so extra? Like she had her arm like tucked into her dress. I'm like, girl. Surprisingly, the winner of this challenge was actually Raja. I mean, I thought that she looked kind of cute. I liked the massive cup that she had. But that's about it really. Like, she wasn't really anything majorly special, but I suppose if you're going to be Rue's BFF, then you need someone who's not going to look that great, so it makes you look good. So now for the Maxi Challenge, they were having a monster ball. Now at a ball, you serve more than one look, okay? So in this case, they're serving 3 different looks, and they're all Halloween-y themed. Bit early for Halloween, but you know, it is what it is. The first look was Trampy Trick-or-Treater, the second look was Witch Please, and the third look was MILF, Monster I'd Like to Freak. So Rue comes into the workroom and is, you know, circling around the queen, seeing what everybody is up to, and comes to Brooklyn Heights and it's like, so, what's your idea for this challenge? And Brooklyn was like, well, I was kind of thinking, like, because I don't really do, like, monster stuff, I was kind of thinking of being a really sexy pageant queen. And I'm like, a pageant queen for a monster ball? Girl. And then she was like, but I want to be like the runner-up and I sort of like slice off everyone else's heads and make a crown out of them. And Rue was just like, uh-huh. And immediately Brooklyn was like, hey, I'm gonna scrap that idea. Like, it's too much. It's too messy. You have to explain it too much. Just keep it simple. Just do your thing. Just come out and just look great. That's all we want. I thought it was interesting that people were kind of like looking at Plastic Tiara and thinking that she's not going to be able to really bring it in this challenge because she is a very, very fishy queen. You know, she is all about serving face. And the thing is that her drag kind of originated from the more sort of like spooky side. So like I was pleased that she did pull it out of the bag and kind of like shut everybody up because she did look really, really good. We'll get to her in a minute. Everybody was just reading Ariel's look for filth because they were like, there's like no monster involved in what you're bringing to this table. Like she was putting together this mermaid costume and there was absolutely nothing monstrous about it. And she was just like, yeah, but I still want to stay really cute because, you know, it's my aesthetic. And it's like, okay, we know you have a really cute aesthetic. However, the challenge isn't about how cute you can be. It's about how kind of like monstrous that you can be. You know, you can still give us glamour, but you gotta be monstrous. Like, we're not here just to see pretty and cute. So, and especially when every look that you've done so far has been pretty and cute. They've all been the same sort of silhouette. But she's very much like sticking to her guns. She's like, no, I'm staying with it. I'm staying cute because it's very me and that's where I'm comfortable. Honey, this is Drag Race. There ain't no place for you to be comfortable, okay? Get out your comfort zone or go home. Simple. I just love when they cut to Brooklyn Heights and she's just there with like toilet paper wrapped all over her and just looking fierce as hell. And Silky just comes out turns all like toiletries to the runway, toilet tissue to the runway, cat, boom. See, so that's where it came from. But yeah, you probably should still just watch the episode because then you know exactly what I'm talking about. So now we come to the runway. Now, as you can imagine, there are a lot of looks here, okay? We have a lot of queens and they've all got to do 3 different looks. So I think the way that I'm gonna do this is today, just for this particular episode, I'm just going to talk about the tops and the bottoms of the week. So I'm going to talk about 6 different queens and about the 3 different looks that they were serving. Because otherwise, honey, we are going to be here all day. However, if you do want to see more outfits, then you can, of course, have a look at Fashion Photo Review, which is up on YouTube. First up, as always, Miss RuPaul. Now, I did like this dress. However, I wish there wasn't the bright neon yellow streaks in it. I just think that that color kind of clashed with the green and the purple. If it was gold, that would have been better, but the neon yellow I wasn't too much a fan of, so I was kind of 50-50 on this one. But still a beautiful cut, a beautiful length. She still looks stunning as always, but the yellow was a bit too much of an eyesore for me. Okay, so I'm going to try and fly through these as quickly as I can. Sorry if it sounds a little bit rushed, but I am very aware that my videos are pretty long, so I'm going to really try and cut this down. So, Plastic Tiara, her first look, which was for the Trampy Trick-or-Treater, she came dressed up as a Playboy bunny, and as simple and as ordinary as a Playboy bunny is, I still think she looked absolutely beautiful. I loved her hair, I loved her makeup, she looked absolutely stunning, and I thought that the corset fitted her to perfection. It was simple but perfectly executed. I would happily wear that outfit. She looked gorgeous. In her Witch Please outfit, she was definitely coming for Angelina Jolie, giving pure Maleficent vibes. I thought she looked absolutely stunning. I really liked the little beaded pieces that she had coming down on her head here. The horns looked perfect. The whole like cape off the back of the dress, stunning. Everything about her just looked stunning. And as for her MILF Eleganza, girl, the makeup looked absolutely spookily beautiful, you know, like it wasn't too over the top and gory, but she just looked like a beautiful skull. And you know, I just think that she's just stunning. But the question is that all she is? Because you don't really get much more from her. Do you know what I mean? Like, she can put together an amazing look, you know, and she can look stunning in every single thing, but she wasn't really putting in much personality, and that's exactly what the judges said as well, and I clocked the exact same thing, you know. So I would love to see more personality come from her, because otherwise you kind of forget about her. Like, throughout the episode you forget about her until she pulls off an amazing look on the runway, and then it's like, oh, stunning, stunning, stunning. But is she just stunning? Sugarcane was one of the bottom queens. I got upset with Sugarcane, man, because as I said last week, like she's become one of my favorites. This look, girl, it just missed the mark. She's supposed to be one of the trolls, okay, and it just looked a hot mess. Like, everything was just everywhere. It was way too bitty, and it just missed the mark for me. Like, she came out and I didn't know what she was, and then she had to explain this whole story about how she didn't have many friends when she was younger, and how, you know, she used to play with these troll dolls and all the rest of it. It's like, yeah, that's lovely, but if you're having to explain it, then like, we're not understanding it clearly as soon as you come out on the runway, and that's not a good thing. So hopefully she will learn from this in the future. Her witch please, however, her Bloody Mary, fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. She was literally like blood dripping latex. Like, she was coming out of that mirror. She was gonna come and eat you. Okay, I thought that she looked brilliant in that, and she looked like she just stepped out of, you know, a horror movie, like there and then. She looked fabulous with that. Her MILF Eleganza, again, it's a bit too bitty, a bit too all over the place. Things aren't quite sort of matching. She could have done better, and I really wish that she had, but unfortunately she just missed the mark this week. So Brooklyn Heights Trampy Trick-or-Treater. So first of all, she came out as a mummy, but she came out on point, which was beautiful. I mean, we all know that she is an amazing dancer. She is fully trained in ballet, and she really did make that work for her. And I quite like the way how the ballet shoes kind of tied in with the mummy look, because obviously, like, you tie ballet shoes around your feet, and then it just sort of like wrapped around her, and it literally was like toilet paper around her, but she just managed to really sell it, and it looks so good. Brooklyn's inspiration for her second look, for Witch Please, was actually the Enchantress from Suicide Squad. And she didn't realize that Cara Delevingne was going to be a judge, and Cara played the Enchantress, so she was a bit like, oh my god. But it was good that Cara got the reference straight away, because it meant that Brooklyn did a really, really good job. She looked absolutely beautiful. I mean, we expect no less from Brooklyn, let's face it. She looks stunning. Now we come to the MILF look. I really like how she kind of tied it into this whole kind of like Black Widow story, you know, how she has basically buried 5 husbands, you know, and she looked like she's wearing a very flamboyant funeral gown, you know, with all these sort of like smoky shades, and like, she did look beautiful. I only wish that the snake wasn't black. Like, I wish that it had some more color in there so that you could really see it, like, from a distance. I feel like you wouldn't really notice it unless you knew that it was put there. But apart from that, beautiful. Ariel Versace, another one of the bottom queens. Now, her first look for Trampy Trick-or-Treater, I actually really, really liked. So she had this like white latex dress on with like red underlay. And she had all of these syringes coming out of her shoulders. And like, it just looked stunning. It was like art, it's like walking art. Like, I thought she looked beautiful. I do wish though that there was like blood on, like more blood like on the dress itself. She had a bit of blood here and there, but I wish that there was more of it like on the actual dress itself. I feel that she was still trying to be too pretty. Her hair was still big, like in the same way that it always is, in the same kind of style. So I do wish that that was a bit different. Maybe if it was a bit crazier, maybe a bit more spiky perhaps. I kind of feel like Ariel only really has like one style of hair. Her Witch Please look, I wasn't really getting witch from that. I think Michelle Visage said that she looked like she came out of a saloon, and she's kind of right. You know, that's the kind of vibe that I was getting. There wasn't anything scary or witchy or horrifying about it. She really could have gone to town with this, and she just didn't. And then for her MILF Eleganza, girl, everybody told you. Everybody told you to sort out the mermaid outfit because it's too cute. And it was, you know, and it wasn't even that great either. It was just like, you know, a bit of chiffon against like some like scaly material, and that was it really. And then she just painted her face like the way how she always does, and then just had the same big hair that she always does, and everything was just the same. And I just didn't feel like it was enough. You know, Ariel's beautiful. Look how many times I said, oh my God, I'm loving Ariel's outfit. Oh my God, Ariel's totally my aesthetic. But for this challenge, she needed to step it up and she needed to change, and she just didn't. And that was her downfall. Quite literally. But we'll get to that in a minute. Evie Oddly, okay, she's one of the top queens. Her trampy trick-or-treater. She came out as a dinosaur. My girl put dinosaur claws on pump shoes. But it's the way that she was walking, like she was just flipping brilliant. And she had something in her hand. I didn't quite see what it was. She had something in her hand and she dropped it. But then she couldn't pick it up because she was being like a T-Rex, you know, because they got short arms and they can't pick up anything, they drop it. And it was just the whole storytelling that she did up and down the runway. Like she was just fantastic. She was so funny with it. She's not afraid to be ugly, and you know, this wasn't even ugly, but like she's not afraid to just be sort of like stupid with her makeup and like with her outfits and stuff, and she really kind of let herself go with this one, and I was here for it. I really enjoyed it. Her witch please was really simple, but I loved her hair, and I loved her white contact lenses that she had in, and I also love the fact that the hat came down over one eye. But I love a lot of things about Evie. I love that she came down the runway backwards, and then she sort of slowly revealed it, so that you slowly saw this sort of like one eye reveal kind of thing. Like it was just a bit more interesting than just coming out and just prancing down, cat, boom. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, she looked good. For the MILF Eleganza, however, I'm not so sure, girl. So she's supposed to be a voodoo doll. I did not get voodoo doll from this look at all. It was like mishmashed fabrics as well. I feel that what she should have done was have something a bit more fitted, and I wanted to see like loads of like big ass pins and needles being stuck into her. Like then you would get that she's a voodoo doll. Also, like she could have just like lost the hair, you know, rocked her bald head. Then we could have really gotten more of a voodoo doll vibe from it. I think like what she had on wasn't voodoo, and it wasn't elegant either. Silky, in her MILF Eleganza look, she had this like red PVC mermaid gown that she put together, and like a fur shrug that she had on, which looked all right. But when she turned around, you could see all of her like bra and, you know, like her corset, whatever it was she was wearing that was holding her up. So that wasn't really cute. For her trampy trick-or-treater, she came out as a unicorn, and I actually probably would wear this to Tesco's when I'm going to do my my weekly shop. And the thing is that I know that you guys could actually see me doing that, innit? Yeah, I totally would. I would have better fringing though. I think her fringing was lacking. I would like to have seen some real like nice holographic sequin in there, but you know, that's just me. I love the hair. I love the color choices of the pink and the white. I think she looked really cute. A little bit trampy, but you know, that was the challenge. But yeah, I liked it. I thought it was quite sweet. As for her witch please look, she went for Eveline from The Wiz, the Wicked Witch of the West, West, I believe. I need to brush up on my Wiz knowledge. I think she's a Wicked Witch of the West. Anyway, she's some Wicked Witch there. And even though, yeah, we get the reference from the dress, but her face was way too pretty for that, because Eveline, she ugly. Like, there ain't no other way to describe it. She's just ugly. So like she could have really like watered up her nose and made it extra big and like come out being a bit more like grimacing, because like she was evil, she was horrible, she was a slave driver, like she was not a nice person. But she comes out here all like, you know, twinkling eyes and looking all cute and looking all sweet, and it's like, girl, no. No surprises here. Brooklyn Heights is the winner of the challenge. Looked absolutely stunning and it was well deserved. And the losers were Sugarcane, unfortunately, and Ariel. Now, I did see this coming. So they're lip syncing to I'm Your Baby Tonight by Whitney Houston. What a tune! Sugarcane is giving it absolutely everything. And do you know what? Ariel, I was quite pleasantly surprised. She did a lot of it on the floor. Okay. I'll get to this bit in a minute. But yeah, what I mean by that is that she did a lot of like, you know, deliberate stuff on the floor. And then she accidentally fell to the floor. Darling. And the thing is that, you know when you can see something coming but she can't see it coming? And I'm just going, no, please, no. And then it's too late because it's happened. She stepped on her chiffon and just went splat. Oh, darling. But do you know what was, I don't know what was worse. The fact that she fell down like that, or Rue's really like disapproving look that she gave her. I'm just like, Rue, have some compassion. So unfortunately, we say bye-bye to Ariel. I will miss her big hair and I will miss her pastel aesthetic, because you guys know that that is stuff that I love. However, when it comes to a challenge, you have got to face it properly, and you know, you can't just go in saying, well, I'm just gonna do me, Sometimes you need to step out from just doing you, and you need to, you know, incorporate the things necessary to take you up to the next level. And she unfortunately didn't do that, so she gotta go. But I'm glad that Sugarcane is safe. So there you have it, my lovelies. That is the end of your Drag Race Lowdown. I hope that you liked it. I hope that you appreciated it. And as I said before, if you want to go and check out all the rest of those amazing outfits, then you can either check out Fashion Photo Review, which is on YouTube, or somebody's probably uploaded the whole episode on YouTube, but you need to watch it quickly before it gets taken down. Either that, or just, you know, have a look online and see where you can stream it in your country. If you enjoyed this episode, then please do give me a big fat thumbs up. And of course, if you're loving my content, then don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss the next video. Take care, my lovelies, and I'll see you all soon. Mwah. Bye.